Hey guys, Craig from B&H.
And it's Jason here.
So I got an email today from one of the buyers telling me that there was a ProPel sample for me to test out and didn't know what it was. So looked it up and they made a couple of products and they happened to have the one I was really hoping to try. So I got this bad boy and Jason.
I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you right away recognize what you're looking at here.
Yeah, the lettering might be a little bit dark and hard to see on the video, but yeah. Any Star Wars fans out there are going to be as excited as we are.
Yeah, this is pretty cool. So what we have here is it's basically a TIE fighter drone, and the TIE fighter, if you're not familiar with Star Wars movies, is the evil bad guys' little mini spaceships.
But not just any TIE fighter.
No, this is Darth Vader's TIE fighter.
This is the TIE fighter.
This is if you're gonna have a TIE fighter, this is the Lamborghini of TIE fighters.
Yeah. I think they probably only made one.
Pretty much.
Maybe two. It's kind of like maybe the president's car.
Some Star Wars person out there is going to tell me that that's not true, but
actually,
to my knowledge,
three, and the third one was Captain E.
Yeah, it's a Galactic Class 574. No, whatever. This is the Darth Vader TIE fighter, and so yeah, we're gonna do an unboxing and check it out. And so let's get going.
Yeah, let's open this guy up.
All right.
So there's just really no classy way to get the inner box out of the outer box. So forgive what's about to happen and how disrespectful it might look. All right. Now we have an inner box.
Yeah, this is a TIE Advanced 1 high performance battling drone, it's called.
So apparently you can get a couple of these, get your friends together, and actually do battle. It has an infrared sensor on the back, and you can shoot your friends in the back, and then
wow.
Yeah, the remote control actually shows your lifespan, what's left, and yeah. So there's a game, but
you can recreate famous Star Wars battles with your friends.
I guess so, but you know,
do the voices if you want.
I'm
Rogue Leader. This is Gold Leader.
Right. I'm 37. I'm not sure many of my friends are gonna have these, but hopefully they do, because I'm gonna have one.
I mean, yeah. What's this say on the box? Okay, so it says TIE Advanced, the high-performance drone, new reverse propulsion blade system, achieves speeds over 35 miles an hour. They mentioned the game. It's a multiplayer battle game with other drones. Push-button aerial stunts, multiple speed settings for beginners to advanced pilots. It has the controller in the box, of course, and yeah, it's a special edition collector's box, and you're gonna find out why here in a second. So let's turn it to the front here.
Mm-hmm.
Want to do the honors?
I would love to. So it's got these like seals on it that you might find in like an old wizard type book.
Yeah, it looks like a wax seal. It's kind of a give you that idea.
But it's deceptive because it's not really a seal. You can just lift the box and then the magic happens. You can tell it was made in partnership with Disney because it is all about presentation.
Yeah, if they had like an award for like the best box ever, I can imagine being like 10 years old and opening this up at Christmas or something and just losing my mind. I mean, this is pretty incredible.
Absolutely. I mean, here I am. I had to open it up at my desk and I just about lost my mind. But what's really cool, not only is that a rechargeable feature, so I can continuously have it on display mode, but what if I want to get another scene? Do the honors.
Okay, my turn. Here we go. What do we get? The Imperial March.
So I've counted like at least 4 or 5 different intros that it'll do, but they'll go on and on.
And this is cool. I mean, this is a nice, I think, just as a display, like even if you just want to have it for your like Star Wars collection, that you could just have it right from the box. I mean, no need to get it's ready to be displayed.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, you don't have to then go out and buy another deep display box for it, or yeah, it's pretty perfect.
Yeah. So so when does it stop, or do you have to like?
It's gonna keep going. So what we're gonna have to do is take it out of the jewel case. Okay. Which you literally just pull it up. That was really good timing with the music.
Perfect
That
timing.
was actually perfect.
We didn't practice that.
It sounds like it did stop.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, but just to shut the lights off, what I'll do is I'll put the box halfway back together,
Okay.
and then spin that back the other way.
That way. Okay. Yeah. Picture
And
that
then
one.
I think we can just pull
These are like magnets.
that part off, and we can see what's inside.
Cool. So what's inside the box? Let's take a look. It is an unboxing after all. Here we go. Pull this out, and we have an empty box. Lovely. It's empty. And it all goes together there. All right. Use 2 fingers to lift. Okay. I'm just kidding. Okay.
It's gonna keep playing in there.
That's all right. It'll be like good ambient. As long as we talk over it. All right. So I'm gonna pull these little boxes. Little boxes inside the box. Go figure. And let's see what we got in here.
I just can't get enough of this.
Okay, here we go. All right. So I'm just gonna line these up for you guys here, so you can see what we got here. Okay.
So even the instruction manual is really fancy.
Yeah, this is definitely a collectible item, and I think if you're into Star Wars collection or maybe just cool, unique drones in general, it's kind of pretty awesome.
Imperial Flight Manual.
All right, so let's take a look at what we get with this guy. We get the wall charger and batteries, and there's something kind of cool about this.
That it comes with 2 batteries,
It comes
first
with
of
2
all.
batteries. But what's cool is if you look at the model, we should really show you the model more here. They've got a lot of detail there, and on the batteries, like it has that same look to it. And there's even, because obviously you don't want to leave your battery on there if you're just displaying it. There's basically like a dummy battery that has the same detail on it to cover that up, so you can even just display it without your battery sitting on there.
Yeah, so if I was going to leave it for a couple of months, I don't have to worry about a battery leaking all over it or possibly exploding because
Exactly.
they're lipos.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can see the dummy battery here and the real battery here.
Charger here.
I'm not going to put it in yet because that turns it on. There's no on-off switch. It's just take the battery out or have it in. But that's actually probably a good thing because you're not going to forget to take the battery out if the drone is on. So I kind of do like that feature. It'll remind you to put the dummy cover on.
You got a USB charger here. AC. Kind of what you'd expect. I'm going to take that out, but you see that. So everything's all black and menacing. One thing I think is really cool is the design of the flight controller.
The remote control is really awesome.
It looks really awesome, and I think also it really kind of invokes that, like, it kind of has that evil, like, dark, sinister presence to it. It almost kind of looks like a robot face to me, or like one of the pilots' masks, like the TIE fighter pilots that had those masks that they wore. It kind of invokes that feel to it.
It's got a throwback style.
Yeah. And so something that's kind of neat about this. Let's see if we can do this here. Why don't you do it?
Well, so how many times do you get a new remote control and you're all excited about the product and all you want to do is pop in some batteries and go play with it, but first you have to run around your house and try to find that tiny little Phillips screwdriver that just evades you, and you end up finding Allen keys from IKEA, but just more time without your new product. This guy has the screwdriver incorporated right into the side, and then
yeah, that's just such a kind of a smart idea. They should do that with other remotes. It's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I shouldn't be excited about that. That should just be the way.
Should just be the way it is, yeah.
But
okay, well, while you do that, let's see
I am
what we got.
excited about it. So thanks, ProPel.
This is the training cage right here, which I'm not exactly sure what that's for, but
Prop guards.
that's that
Prop guards for beginners.
for beginners.
Okay, so I'm gonna pop open the battery door here. We did have it open before because we know what's about to happen, but it's epic. So I happen to have some batteries down here, and while I'm waiting to insert them, I just got a vibration on the controller.
Good. Your hate has made you powerful. Now, fulfill your destiny and install 4 AA batteries into the battery compartment.
That's so awesome.
And then after he says that, it lights up, It says, "May the force be with you."
Yeah.
And then it kind of knows that I'm putting batteries in because it keeps giving me little shakes. It's as excited as I am.
Got here. Okay, so we got extra screws here. Which seems like these would be important little screws.
So I think they're coming out with a gimbal eventually because there is a removable little door here and something on the
This is really nice, actually.
instruction manual mentioned gimbal control on the remote. But
You can't really see this on the camera, but it's not plastic. It's metal. It feels. You can hear that. Right? There's weight to it. It's a nice little tool that they give you for that.
yeah, so that's the prop removal tool and also installation tool. Instead of sitting there bending your props trying to get them onto the motors, you just tap it with this and it goes on perfect.
You're gonna need these. You're gonna need these extra
Those are the
props.
propellers.
You're definitely gonna. You'll see. You'll need those.
And why do you think they're giving you extra wings?
You know what's different? Like, you notice how these are hollow here. I wonder. Is it some kind of aerodynamic thing?
Like competition style?
I guess. I don't know. Okay. I have no idea. I'm assuming that maybe
I don't know. My theory would be that it's gonna take you a few minutes getting used to flying this drone, and in case you crash into something, you have extras. But maybe it's just that, yeah.
Well, or maybe it's different
These are
for
the
battling.
performance ones.
Performance? Okay, yeah. Let me see. Maybe they say it in the menu.
I don't really know. But you should read the instruction book, Gillette.
Always read the instructions.
Something we might have neglected there for a moment. I'm gonna start putting propellers on here.
Okay. Cool. So I can set that up.
Probably fast forward the video at this point.
Jump cut. Jump cut.
I'm gonna take out 2A, 2B.
Yeah.
Even turning on the remote control is an experience. I'm gonna pop a battery into the drone. So first thing you want to do is actually bind the drone and the controller. You see how they're both flashing? All you have to do is push up on the throttle and then down on the throttle.
Engaged. Ready for launch.
And now they're ready to go. So I mean, we did a little bit of flying with it. And
Yeah,
we'll show some video, but what do you think?
I mean, I think that from a modeling perspective and just from like the design, I think it's a really cool looking drone. I think visually it's really cool. I think in terms of like flight, I think it's a little wanky. I had a lot of I'm not the best drone pilot on earth here. I had a lot of trouble with it when I tried to fly it initially. It kind of wanting to just take off on me. And I noticed that when you were doing it, and Craig's a much more experienced pilot than I am, it would shoot up real high on him like real quick. And so I don't know if that's like.
So I was just, it was shooting up, so I was just keeping throttle low to keep it from hitting the ceiling here. But I felt like it took a couple of seconds to get used to it, maybe a minute behind the wheel, and then I kind of had control. I did hit the wall here or there just because you got to get used to the momentum of it and how far is it going to drift. Every drone is different. It's kind of a big drone with small propellers. It's very, very light. But still has some momentum behind it.
Right.
So it took a second to turn. It was kind of a wide mover.
You think just the design of it makes it difficult to maneuver? I mean, in terms of.
I don't think the design. I think it's the combination of small props and small motors.
Okay.
And then this big guy up on top of it. So, where with a fast, agile drone, you can come closer to an object and then kind of push off of it. This took a few extra seconds of momentum, but again, after a minute or two of flying it, you're gonna get used to it. I don't think it's a drone you're gonna really take out and fly at the flight field with your FPV buddies. But if one of your FPV buddies has one of these, you're definitely probably gonna get into some dogfights.
You gotta at least do a dogfight.
Yeah.
I think I wouldn't fly it if your parents are around, like because chances of like hitting them with it are pretty high. So I would avoid that unless you want them to be very mad at you. So make sure you have a lot of space, I would say.
Yeah, my wife is definitely not going to allow this in the house.
Yeah, you need some room for this because I think it is a little bit, personally, I think it's a little bit wanky. The landing is a little off too, I think.
Yeah.
A lot off.
Know how to shut the motors down very quickly.
Yeah.
Because from the time you hit the land button until it lands,
Yeah.
it tended to drift a little bit, so it leapfrogs. But if you just put it down above something and kill the motors by holding down and center, then it kind of did a little better.
Do you want to fire it up real quick and just show me?
Totally do.
Okay.
I was really hoping you'd say that.
All right. This is what they want to see. They want to see it fly.
Yeah,
so.
no one wants to hear us talk.
No.
Alright, so I'm gonna bind it, throttle up, throttle down.
TIE fighter engaged. Ready for launch.
Both kind of lean back there.
Clear for launch.
There it goes.
There you go. So we got with those top buttons, like you can do a roll. Is that how that's supposed to work?
Yeah. I'm not sure if anyone can hear us.
Well, I'm loud. I'll talk loud.
Alright, I'm gonna hit the roll button.
We're gonna try a roll. Here we go.
We haven't tried this yet.
Whoa.
Alright, not bad. Let's try that again over on this side of the frame.
Wow. Might be a little too close.
Let me see if I can get that in frame. Totally in frame.
Whoa.
No,
Okay.
it's okay.
Jump cut.
One of those might have worked.
I think so. I'm gonna check on the camera real quick and see. Still.
I don't think we need to fly it again.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So let's wrap it up. Let's give our conclusion here. Oh, what do we?
Alright, so all in all, thoughts?
I think that this is a really cool thing to have if you are a Star Wars fan, a Star Wars collector. I think that maybe pulling it out at a Christmas party to show off, like how cool is this type of a thing. I don't think this would be a drone that I would take out in public on a regular basis. You know, I think to me it's a collector's item.
Right.
You know, and it's nice that it works and it does cool stuff. And if my friend had maybe the X-Wing version and we wanted to do a cool Star Wars, I think that would be fantastic. And I'm 37 years old, and I think that would be fantastic. But I think that I think that it being so kind of nice to look at and the display and all this, it makes it hard for me to. It would make it hard for me to want to take it out and fly it because I'd be afraid of this thing going over a cliff or something, and then me losing my $200 collector's item.
Right. So,
You know?
coming at it from a drone enthusiast's standpoint,
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure if I was just a drone enthusiast, it would be, you know, something high on my list of I want, I need. But being a drone enthusiast and a really big Star Wars fan, that kind of kicks it up a couple notches.
Yeah.
And I definitely want to have one. I don't think $200 is too steep for a Star Wars collecting.
No, the price is definitely fair. And I mean, when you think about like how cool is just the remote alone. I mean, this is freaking amazing that they put this much thought into the design and the presentation, like you mentioned before.
Yeah.
So I think if you're a Star Wars fan, this is fantastic. And I think it would be, it's kind of unfair to even like, this is an unboxing, not really a review, but I think to really review it, I would really want to know how well this battle game thing works and what it's like to get a couple of these in the air with a couple of people and, you know, maybe reenact a little Star Wars battle and see, you know.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to talk to the buyer because the only way we can give an actual fair assessment would be to have a dogfight. Probably inside of the B&H Superstore while customers ducked out of the way.
Exactly. And I think, you know, I would probably have to be Luke Skywalker, given, you know, my natural resemblance to Luke Skywalker.
See, I would want to be Hans, and I don't think they would ever get into a dogfight. I'm not going to be Darth, so I mean, I'm just not sure.
I'm not really the Vader type. I'm kind of a nice guy, so.
Yeah, well,
But
all right, well, we'll have to dogfight and figure out who's going to be who.
we'll have to fight it out.
Yes,
And so hopefully we'll get to show you that next time.
hopefully.
Thanks for watching, and may the Force be with you.
Thanks.